Just minutes before the ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon went into effect last week, Fadel Hijaz was sitting on his bed alongside his 8-year-old grandson in the southern Lebanese city of Tyre, preparing for sleep.
Everyone was up, laughing. The children, my wife, my daughter.
Moments later, his entire life changed. An Israeli airstrike blasting apart his home.
It felt like an earthquake hit me. Stones started falling over me.
The strike killing nearly every member of his family that was inside.
My wife is dead. My daughter is dead, along with her daughter and her son.
Beneath the rubble with his 8-year-old grandson, he didn't know which way was up or down. He says he was given no warning.
I don't understand why we were targeted. Everyone who was killed was a civilian unarmed.
Nearly 30 people died in this strike, according to local officials. The IDF has said they are only targeting Hezbollah and that the strikes are in response to Hezbollah attacks into Israel. Tyre is a Hezbollah stronghold with streets lined with their yellow flags and posters of Iran's fallen supreme leader.
We've lived through 50 years of wars and injustice, but nothing like this war has ever happened.
Just a few blocks away lives Fatima, a 28-year-old mother of 2 girls. She says last week she saw an IDF warning on Instagram that an attack could be coming. She evacuated shortly before a strike on her apartment. It was April 8th, considered by many in Lebanon to be the deadliest day of Israeli strikes since fighting broke out. They are still living there without exterior walls. The floors are covered with debris and dolls. Her family survived, but now Fatima is navigating how to raise her children with the scars of violence.
Now, whenever they hear a plane, they say, "Mom, the plane is coming to destroy our toys." I try to comfort them. I would tell them, if we leave, we're handing our home over to the Israelis.
Thank you. Thank you. Shukran. Fatima and Fidel, neighbors in life and now neighbors in war.
Yasmin joins us now. And Yasmin, that's quite the sobering look of what's happening there in Lebanon. Peace talks between Israel and Lebanon are set to pick up tomorrow. How close are they to a potential deal?
We don't know how close they are, Tom, and I say that because one of the biggest issues when it comes to these peace talks is the buffer zone. And Israel has repeatedly said they will not retreat from the buffer zone unless the Lebanese government commits to disarming Hezbollah and actually sees some traction in disarming Hezbollah. Hezbollah holds a lot of seats in parliament here in Lebanon. I think the major question here going into these peace talks is whether or not the Lebanese government has the ability to disarm Hezbollah. They have voiced that they want to disarm Hezbollah, but the real question is whether or not they have the ability. And that buffer zone, Tom, by the way, is just a couple of kilometers south of where we were today in Tyre, Lebanon.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.